Hello there, and this is part 3 of my Prina sketchbook tour. And as you can see here, this is I decided to do a retour on my Prina sketchbook tour video, or at least part 3 of it, because I already did a sketchbook tour, part 3 of this section of my sketchbook, but one eventually watched it. It could have been where I recorded it, or it could have been when I recorded it, because I recorded at night this time. Yeah, I guess most of you guys don't really turn to my videos at night. They usually turn into like the afternoon and stuff. I usually get where I get most of my views from. People in the afternoon, probably when they're like young adults after work and stuff. They turn to my videos to watch and stuff. Which I assume you guys are young adults, judging my analytics on YouTube. So I decided to retour the sketchbook, and hopefully it does better. Hopefully I add some more features and stuff. Well, not features, I add more character to this video, so you guys appreciate it more. So as you see here, this is my first drawing here is Stone Ninja, where I left off. You know, the Stone Ninja, Sally the Stone Ninja, her gold assistant, and her child right here. Yeah, that's where I left off. So I'm sure you got some new drawings that way. So here's the first new drawing. At least if you guys haven't tuned into the last couple tour video. Here's the elf lady character I had to draw as well. I decided to fill in the entire sketchbook, well, to try to fill up the entire page with most of her. At least most of the page, because I'm trying to fill up most of the sketchbook page with the similar characters and stuff. I don't like putting too many characters on one page because it's too much eyesore to look at and stuff. So I decided to dedicate one page to each character, so it's more unique that way. And here's the elf lady character, like the draw as well, the cute dress and everything. She has earrings and a cute dress and everything. She does look kind of similar to Angel a little bit. This is kind of like the elf version of Angel, the Falcon, you know, Talon's wife. But it's a different character. This character also looks similar to the Goblin Girl character I like to draw as well. Yeah. If I were to give this character a name, I probably will name this character eventually. Maybe something like Arya, or at least Eden. Eden the elf. Something like that. I guess Eden's a girl name, I guess. I'm not sure. Kind of like a Middle Eastern kind of name. But elves are usually not Middle Eastern, so in terms of the mythology. Here's the Cat Badger and Bunny Girl characters again. I drew the animation of this Cat Badger character as well. Well, like animation of him. It turned out pretty good. Because these people like my animations. It's probably my most viewed animation in terms of the IBS animations that I did. I didn't really get to blow up that fast. Yeah. This is animation about him specifically. Maybe I'll do an animation about Buddy Dog too. Here's a Lion Man character, you know, flexing his biceps. Lion Man character showing off and stuff. He's showing off to the lionesses how strong he is. Lion character, a Lion Man character. Maybe I'll feature this character in Werewolf, because he looks perfect for Werewolf in terms of the characters and stuff. You know, those humanoid animals, those anthropomorphic animals. Yeah, he fit perfectly in Werewolf. I had to turn the page like this because I don't want to like flip it and then I flip like this, but it shows the last page like this. Yeah, it's kind of weird. So I'm keeping it open like this. So it's mostly these vertical sketchbooks I get confused with and stuff. Here's the Afro plane lady. No, not Afro plane lady. Afro the Afro helicopter guy. Yeah, I said Afro plane lady on accident. This is Afro helicopter guy. Yeah, Chopper. He's Chopper, a Afro helicopter guy. I like the draw as well. I think I did a drawing video. This not exactly a drawing video, but actually, yeah, I did do a drawing video of Afro helicopter guy, and I showed you guys the first time I drew him. This is the first time I redesigned him. Yeah, Afro helicopter guy, Chopper. Here is a lot of weapons I can think of. A lot of weapons, strong weapons and stuff. Here's a crossbow, a sword, a katana, a sai. I think it's called. It's one of those sais. I think. No, the sais right here. This is a. I guess it's a dagger. I guess. Slug sword. This is African. I think this is a dagger weapon you can throw and stuff. It's kind of like an African dagger. I forgot what name it was called again. Yeah, because I did look up the name of the weapon right here. I forgot what it's called. There's a spear, an axe, bow and arrow, a shield, a sai, fighting staff, bow staff, right? No, fighting staff right here. Nunchucks, spike rocking ball, gauntlet, iron, I think, that was called. Yeah, it's iron sail. Not sail. Yeah, I forgot what it's called, but it's Japanese, and this was African too. Brass knuckles. This is African sword too. I know this African sword is usually used for display, but I did probably in prehistoric times the Africans use this as a normal weapon. Yeah, African people, African weapons and stuff. So I included two African weapons in here in terms of all the other weapons used throughout history. Oh, speaking of the Goblin Lady, here's the Goblin Lady character. I did draw as well. I haven't come up with a name of her yet, but she is similar to the Elf Lady character in terms of at least I'm thinking it's the ears. Yeah, the ears with arrows. The ears with earrings on them. That's probably what I'm thinking of. It's a cute Goblin Girl character, Goblin Lady character. This is doing like a stance, doing like a ball stance, and like take a picture and stuff. Take a picture on Instagram. Here's the Dinosaur Kaiju character. I get the draw as well. Dinosaur Kaiju. I guess the inspiration is clearly Godzilla, but I guess it looks similar to Tyranitar from Pokemon as well. Yeah, the dinosaur Pokemon, the Tyranitar. It looks similar to that too, a little bit. I guess they're both based on Godzilla, so yeah, Dinosaur Kaiju. And I always wanted to try to catch Tyranitar in most of the Pokemon games, but in most Pokemon games, Tyranitar is usually available late in the game. I guess it's supposed to be your last Pokemon to catch during that time stuff. Yeah, and it's usually I usually find Puputars is pre-evolution Puputars in before the Victory Road and stuff. Yeah, so I don't have time to train it or to build a connection with it as much as the other Pokemon I did. So I like building connections with the Pokemon I catch. You know, that's why I name them all the time. Here's a Plesiosaur. I guess Plesiosaur? Not Plesiosaur. I guess it's Plesiosaur. I guess it's a sauropod dinosaur. I think that's what I'm thinking of. It's more of a sauropod dinosaur, the largest dinosaurs ever. At least the largest terrestrial animals ever too. I also looked up graphs or like realistic graphs of sauropod dinosaurs. It turns out that they actually have like small spines right on their back and stuff. I guess they're small because these animals are technically huge, but they have spines on their back like Ankylosaurus does, similar to that, which I didn't realize. That spine's right here. At least in terms of like the realistic illustrations of dinosaurs I'm following on DeviantArt. I'm currently following a guy who does realistic illustrations of dinosaurs and their sizes and stuff on DeviantArt. Yeah, I don't know. I forgot what his name was again, but he does realistic illustrations of dinosaurs and their sizes and time periods they were in, like a documentary illustration of their how they existence, of time periods and their size and everything. He's a Wapatinger. I want to say Jackalope. Well, Jackalopes and Wapatingers are technically the exact same thing. You know, this is why I call Wapatinger because it has wings. So, yeah, because Jackalopes are usually have antlers too, but it's usually just the antlers only, not the wings come with it. But the Wapatingers come with the wings. Yeah, it's a biblical creature. Also, Jack the Jackalope from Warwolf was based on Jackalope as well. Yeah. Here's a landscape drawing, a volcanic landscape. I like the draw as well. I like to draw volcanoes and mountains in general. Yeah, you guys can see these couple drawings in my my dragon drawing videos, though the time lapse ones. So I add music to them and I show me doing digital drawings of it. Yeah, those digital drawing videos. I usually put like a mountain landscape to them, or at least a volcano landscape, the trees and stuff, and the river, the streams in between the mountains, and the lake right here, and the two lakes, and the trees and stuff that surround the lakes. Yeah, it's a cloudy landscape too, cloudy outside. I used to like love doing these landscape. In terms of landscape drawings, this is the one I used to love doing the most because it's very interesting. I could do a beach landscape, but beaches are kind of like difficult to draw because nothing stands out besides the water itself, and I'm not good at drawing water. So yeah, I mean, I guess I can draw like an island landscape once in a while. I think I already did that once, but it wasn't like a beach landscape. That's what I meant. I could draw a beach landscape, I can draw houses near it, and then beach houses and stuff. I can technically do that once. I probably will do that one day. Yeah, took a picture of beach houses or a beach landscape or like a beach side. Yeah, draw that. Here's Lumen the vampire bat. I can draw as well. Cute vampire bat lady from Werewolf, who is Dracula's daughter, who's trying to stop him from his rule and stuff. If you guys want to watch Werewolf, maybe I'll put a link in the description if you guys want to see Werewolf, the comic, at least. If you guys are familiar with Werewolf. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to post like a link into the comic. You guys can watch the story for all that way. You see these characters right here, or from Willie the Vampire from Werewolf and stuff. You guys can follow the story from there. Because I currently have 4 Werewolf comics available right now. So you guys check that out. You can check it out on my DeviantArt as well if you guys are familiar with that one. If you guys don't want to hear me, my horrible voice reading the comic. Speaking of werewolf, here's Kenju, the werewolf. Kenju the werewolf. I like the jaw as well. Here's him disappointed. Here's his victory pose. Here I'm sitting right here. Kenju the werewolf. It turns out that I did do a little drawing short of Kenju. It turns out that one guy in my audience says that his name is actually Kenju, which is pretty interesting. Because Kenju is not really a common name you see people have. At least people prefer Ken over Kenju, to be honest. Yeah, there are people who are named Kenju out there, but usually people prefer Ken over Kenju. Yeah, it's werewolf, the werewolf, trying to seek his revenge against Dracula for what he did to his family. Yeah, I guess it's said Werewolf 3 did that. I revealed that in Werewolf 3 what Dracula did to his family. That's why he's trying to seek his revenge and stuff. I guess it said Luna is trying to recruit him in order to like help stop her father's rule and stuff. Yeah, because Dracula's tyrannical in Werewolf, so here are some fighting characters. So Pat Pumler from Alien Defender and his wife Sarah. And here's Dustin, that he draw as well, the MMA fighter. These characters right here. Also, Alien Defender did well actually on YouTube because I did I did a Let's Cringe at my old Werewolf comic, and that comic was really old. That's 2019 I made that comic, by the way. So that's almost 6 years ago I did that comic. Yeah, you definitely see my art style change a little bit between that and now. So yeah, especially because I've been drawing every single day since those times. At least I tried to. He's a ninja character. I had to draw as well. Ninja character. I did do the animation on this character as well. His character design is inspired by Hero Strider, I guess, from not Ninja Gaiden, I guess. Not Ninja Gaiden, somewhere else. I know it's a Capcom franchise that did this. If you guys know what Hero Strider is based on, let me know in the comment section. You guys know what Hero Strider, but the inspiration for this character design is based off Hero Strider. Yeah. Here's the Queen Bee Lady character from from Karate Bugs. Abby's mom from Karate Bugs. She's the main Queen Bee lady character. I had to draw as well. I could do more drawings of Abby in the Karate Bugs as well, but I've been doing that in my other sketchbook. I think my Sue Color sketchbook. Yeah, I think my Sue Color sketchbook. I've been doing the drawings there to the live stream and stuff. I started to draw the other characters and stuff. But I decided to dedicate a page to like her to her mom and stuff. The Queen Bee lady character. I had to draw as well. Yeah. It is my last drawing, the PlayStation 2. I did the other day. Yeah, this is a PlayStation 2 drawing that I did the other day. I did a how to draw video on. This sketchbook is usually the sketchbook that I use to do how to draw videos. So this is most of my one-off sketchbooks. Usually sketchbooks I use to just do stuff in, while I use the bigger sketchbooks for like story and stuff, more story-based drawings. Yeah, I have been taking hiatuses lately on these comics because I have my YouTube channel and I don't want to like fall behind in terms of YouTube. So I had to cut the story a little bit short and then do the story again and then do more drawings that way. So I'll do more sketchbook tour videos that way. Hopefully I will finish I guess it's World War 5, I think. Yeah, World War 5. I will finish that one day, hopefully. Because the hard up to the final battle of the comic and stuff, so I almost finished with it. Yeah. Yeah, ever since I made this YouTube channel, I'm taking it more seriously. So, especially since I'm getting more subscribers lately. So, I'm taking it more seriously. So, doing more sketchbook tour videos that way. Yeah. So, that's been my part 3 of my Prina sketchbook tour video. Hopefully, I'll get more of these drawing videos out lately. At least in terms of drawing videos, I'll do more drawing videos that way. Because people like my drawing videos too. Believe it or not. So, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and that's it. No, really, guys, subscribe. It helps.